Hey guys, it's Dr. Braddock from Braddock Chiropractic and Family Wellness, and let's talk a little bit about wellness because a lot of people have been dealing with sickness. The flu has hit. People are sick. It seems like everywhere that you turn, and if they're not sick, they're definitely afraid that they're about to get sick. And so the questions come up a number of times in the last few weeks of what do you do, one, to protect your family, two, if they are sick, like what are some of the treatment options that you utilize, knowing that what my family does is all natural. It's just the path that we've chosen, and for people who are looking for some natural alternatives or some natural options, I want to illuminate some of these and kind of walk you through some of the things that we use in my house. It's not medical advice. I'm going to throw that disclaimer out there, but we've had great success. As a matter of fact, this year my wife and both of my children got the flu. Okay, so it's possible to be healthy people and still get the flu. It happens all the time. The cool thing is that my family, my wife and my two children, even though they had it at separate times, got over it in 24 hours each, start to finish, literally, and using the products that I'm going to show you today. So I'm going to walk you through this, try to make this a really brief overview video. If you've got more questions, you could do a little bit of your own research, or you're welcome to call the office here. Well, I want to say first, before I show you any products, I want to tell you that we got adjusted. For those of you who maybe aren't familiar with chiropractic, there's no better thing to upregulate your immune system than a chiropractic adjustment, because it frees the nervous system. And that nervous system is in direct control of the immune system. It only works as good as your nervous system allows it to. So you can bet that my family got adjusted even on a more intense basis during a sickness. And that's an important thing for all of our patients. Beyond that, we use a product called Congoplex, one of the coolest products that we have in the office. It's the one that I always tell patients I don't go anywhere without. Okay, if I go on vacation or no matter where we go, I make sure I have a bottle of Congoplex. We don't take it all the time. It's not like a daily, it's not a multivitamin, but when you are sick or dealing with something, it's one of the best things I know to bring that immune system up and shorten that time of sickness. Congoplex comes in a couple of different forms. This is the one we sell the most of, and it comes in a capsule like this. Obviously my children are 2 and 4, so they don't swallow pills yet. You just break this thing open. You can put it in eggs, you can put it in yogurt, you can put it in applesauce. If you're a nursing mother, you take it yourself. It goes directly through the breast milk to your child. If you have an infant that's drinking out of a bottle, you pop this open, put it in the bottle, shake it up, and you can feed it to the infant. It is good for literally all ages. There's nothing in here that's not food. It's a really, really fantastic product. For children that are chewing supplements, we have Congoplex that is chewable for children. You can see it's kind of a pink color because it's got a little bit of a berry flavor to it. It's not delicious, but it's not bad. And so sometimes my children will chew this as well. Great for adults. I'm going to kind of focus a little bit more on kids, but obviously all the products are good for adults. One of the next things I want to talk about is essential oils. This essential oils, honestly, they're relatively new to me. I've had an understanding of them for a little while, but I haven't really known how to use them. Never really delved into it or looked into it much. But when my kids are sick, I found out that Thieves Oil, made by Young Living, is antiviral, it's antibacterial. We put it in a diffuser in my house. Most of the time here in the office, it's in a diffuser, and it goes through the air, and it basically purifies your air. We also put it up and down the spine of the child, and then you can put it on their feet. Or I did the same thing, obviously, on my wife when she was sick as well. And it's really, really an amazing product. Peppermint oil is another one that I used when they were sick. Peppermint oil can lower a fever. You can rub it on a child's feet, and what parent doesn't love something that you don't have to convince your child to swallow? It doesn't actually have to be a consumable, but you can just rub it on their feet. They actually enjoy it, and you know, it's a win-win if you're a parent. If you can get various brands of essential oils, we choose to use Young Living because it's a really, really, really quality brand. If you're not anywhere near my office, we do carry this in the office, but just find a Young Living distributor and they'll be happy to help you out. Next is Elderberry Syrup. Elderberry Syrup is a really popular natural anti-flu fighter. If you go to a health food store, to Mike's or Green Market, you're going to find an elderberry syrup. We have a patient that actually has homemade elderberry syrup that has been bringing them here to our office. She makes a lot of our soaps and shampoos and deodorants and stuff that's all natural. And I can attest to the quality of her, so that's why I like it. But again, this stuff goes so fast in the office that it's almost sold before it shows up. So definitely go to the health food store and pick their brain. Elderberry syrup. It's got a really sweet, syrupy, molasses type taste. So my kids actually really enjoy it, and they're picky. And it's great for cold and flu. You can take it as a preventative, or you can definitely take it, you know, if you're dealing with an illness. Next is called Colloidal Silver. Colloidal Silver is something we've used for years. I don't carry it here in the office, probably should, but again, you can get it at a health food store or any sort of a supplement store. You want to get a high quality colloidal silver. It's basically silver particles in their smallest form that are in suspension in distilled water. So we take it and we call it the spray vitamin. That's what my kids call this. You can spray it in your throat, you can spray it on your eyes, you can spray it topically on the skin. Again, antiviral, antibacterial. It's really fascinating. Colloidal silver, just Google it, you can find a lot of information. Next is vitamin D. This is something my kids, and I recommend everybody take every single day. So my children are always taking vitamin D. This one happens to be from Now Foods, and we use this one because, one, it's a really, really tiny thing. You know, it's about half the size of a Tic Tac. And my kids call this the berry vitamin because it's got a really sweet flavor to it. And so they take it all the time, but anytime someone's dealing with illness or through the winter, it's nice to up those vitamin D levels. So definitely a go-to. The last thing I suppose I want to show you is called, this is called Baridophilus, but it's essentially a probiotic. We have Pro-Symbiotic from Standard Process. We've got a really great vitamin D for adults as well. But again, talking about kids, we use this one from Now Foods because it comes out and it looks pretty much like a Flintstone vitamin, except it's not loaded with aspartame. And so it's got little pet shapes. And my kids chew it up. You know, it tastes delicious. And it gives all the natural probiotics. A lot of diseases start in the gut, if you're not familiar with that. So a probiotic is really an essential thing for both children and adults. And these are some of the things that we utilize when my kids are sick. Like I said, some of this stuff we use more than that, and some of this stuff will just literally sit on the shelf until someone needs it in that particular instance. Again, I know it's a fast video. I wanted it to be kind of a brief overview. If you've learned something or you found something interesting, please share it. There's a lot of people that are really sick and suffering, and the cool thing about some of the stuff I'm showing you is it's going to enable your body to give its best opportunity to fight off that illness. And if you don't know it, your immune system is just like a muscle. In order for a muscle to develop, it has to be used. You know, people who lift weights have defined muscles. People who don't lift weights have flaccid muscles. And you don't want a flaccid immune system. You want a strong immune system. So with that being said, when you are exposed to an illness, you want to give your body a chance to fight it and be stronger because of it. And some of the treatment options that people are utilizing, unfortunately, really kind of circumvent your body's fighting immune response. You know, it's kind of doing the work for you, and it even kind of weakens your immune system. So while you may feel better short term, now we're hearing over and over of, oh my gosh, my family just went through this illness, it's 2 weeks later and now the kids are sick again, so-and-so's got a fever, oh my gosh, the sickness has hit my house again. And man, my heart breaks for that because I know how stressful that is to have sick family members. So we want you stronger. We want your immune system as strong as possible. And we really do enjoy being able to bring you some of this information. If you have other questions, give our office a call. Phone number's on the video. And if we can help you any further, just let us know. Have a good day.